It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Baltimore Orioles and the Sky Sox. The Sky Sox try to lock down their 14th consecutive win. Coming up next. Brent Honeywell, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
At the plate, Jose Iglesias. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Jose Iglesias.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
I mean, an absolute bullet line drive on the first pitch of the game. I always wondered how many pitchers were so it has to frustrate the living heck out of you, because if I'm leading off, and I never did it in my career, I'd be pulling the trigger every 0-0 pitch. That might be the best pitch you'll see all day.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Fellas, are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, Matty B, we're getting a look at a really good team right here, D-Row. The only thing you hope they can do is to stay focused as the season winds down. They're a good team, and it looks like they could go a long way in the postseason.
Dan, I've racked my brain trying to figure out what's the best way to go in. Clinch your division early, be playing good baseball, meaningful baseball down the stretch to get into the postseason. Bottom line is it's an 11-12 game sprint when you get in. You want to be executing on all cylinders when you get in, but anything can happen.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He leads the team in the two most important power categories for me: home runs and RBIs. Driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
Stepping into the box, Trey Mancini. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now a flare out toward right center. Betts coming on, goes into a slide, and he's got it. Great play, and there's 2 gone.
The third baseman.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. From the stretch. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
The 0-2 home. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Iglesias leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Keegan Aiken is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Here's Mookie Betts. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Liner into right center. That's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
In now is Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into play here at 273. 6 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to Davis, and indeed it's a double play.
Batting third, the third baseman, Anthony.
So coming to the plate, Anthony Rendon, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Urias is there, and the side is retired. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Dwight Smith Jr.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Betts looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 19th home run for him on the season. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Here it comes. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Ready now, Anthony Santander, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch pulled toward right center field. On the move is Kiermaier, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Batting it, the catcher, Austin Wynn.
Into the box, Austin wins. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all three positions with speed and a bazooka for an arm.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Iglesias. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. The 1-1. Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. Bichette gathers it in. The toss will go to La Stella at second, and the force out means the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Orioles lead it 2-0. Stepping in, Yasmani Grandal. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
Next will be the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Santander is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Bichette.
Coming to the plate now, Bo Bichette. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. hit hard on the ground to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Row. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Here's Tommy La Stella now, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fouled off. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Now the payoff pitch home. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. That pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And that misses ball 1.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Throw in time, so a good pitch there gets him out of the bases loaded jam. Ready for another chance? Ramon Urias 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
Leadoff single to start the 3rd right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right
now. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Hit to 3rd. Rendon is there. 1 there. On to 1st, and they get the double play.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Renato Nunez.
And here's Renato Nunez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2 ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Here we go, guys. Come on.
First pitch on its way.
Ball inside.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. A 2-1 count to Nunez. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
3-2 full count. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dwight Smith Jr. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Baltimore's out in front, 2-0. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. Second at-bat here, he reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at-bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Next to bat will be Yasiel Puig, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. Anthony Rendon will be next. Here it is, the 3-0. It is taken, strike 1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 3-1. There's ball 4.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony.
Digging in, Anthony Rendon. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. A dive, but he's back. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Count 1-0.
Runner at first here, one man out. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Hayes is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The catcher, number 28, Yasmani Grandal.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Yasmani Grandal, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Here's a look over to first. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Grandal with a 3-1 count now.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
2 out with the man at first. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And that's low, ball 4.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
2 down, runners at first and second. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
At the plate, Bo Bichette, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Bichette hits a little over the 270 mark. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. And there's a base hit on the line. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 2-2. So now to the plate, Austin Hayes. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Good battle. Count remains full. He'll try it again. 3-2. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Another full count pitch home. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Down the third baseline. And he'll reach first safely.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Williams.
Standing in now, Austin Wins, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Chris Davis at the plate now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s with 19 homers and an even 50 RBIs. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Kiermaier to the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. Striding in once again, Dante Bichette. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And now a pitch on the way. Hit in the air out to center field. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Tommy La.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
0-1 count and the pitch. Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Runners off for second, and he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Wins has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
Digging in once again, Mookie Betts. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. He's set and the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Hey.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Kiermaier at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now back, second baseman, Ramon Urias.
Stepping up to the plate, Ramon Urias. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now here it comes. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey.
1-2 now. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So here's Trey Mancini as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2 pitch. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Grandal gathers, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Stepping into the box, Yasiel Puig, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Left fielder, Yasiel Puig.
First pitch on its way.
Ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
A 1-1 count to Puig. Puig doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking, strike 3.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Anthony.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Nope. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
The catcher, number 28. Yasmani. Ground ball.
And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And it's 1-2.
Yep, 1 and 2.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, number 10. Designated hitter. Mike Yastrzemski.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Mike Yastrzemski. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
And a ball, 1-0. Man at first to a 2-out in a 2-2 ball game. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here's the 1-1. 1-2 now. From the stretch.
I got to count 2 and 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now in the box, Bo Bichette. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hard ground ball to third. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third. And that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Dante Bichette, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1-1 the count. Even at 1-1 the pitch.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Here's the 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
The 2-2 pitch. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Trey Wingener takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 58.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Renato.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Popped up. Back behind second. LaStella is there. 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr.
Coming to the plate now, Dwight Smith Jr. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box now, Austin Hayes. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. On the move is Kiermaier. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Brandon Bailey enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 59, Brandon Bailey.
Settling in now, Tommy LaStella. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
The second baseman, Tommy Rosella.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. And there's one away.
Now back, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his two previous trips. And now pitch on the way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Heading out towards shallow right. Mancini is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Ball
3-1 now. Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Payoff pitch one more time. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. all set for the start of the inning. Anthony Santander the next to bat. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch struck him out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Austin wins. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Called strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at-bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
Digging in now, Chris Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
I got 3 now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. That's in there. 3-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
The 3-1. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. From the belt, the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now that's second baseman, Ramon Urias.
Ready once again, Ramon Urias. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's set. Here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Fouled off. Two men are on with 2 men out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2 and 2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we are tied 2-2. Sean Armstrong gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 43, Sean Armstrong.
Last half of the 7th here, digging in, Yasiel Puig.
The left fielder, Yasiel Puig.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. He'll get it into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
Standing in, Mike Yastrzemski, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. One and one. Here it is.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard on the ground towards short. Iglesias is there. And he got him. My goodness, what a play. And the inning is over. Off of one leg. In the hole. Falling away. That is pure magic. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Michael Lorenzen's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Into the box now, Trey Mancini. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
At the plate now, Renato Nunez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field as they've taken a 1-run lead.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
To the plate now, Dwight Smith Jr. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Down and away, ball one. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, and there were two down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Ready now for Baltimore, Austin Hayes. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike two. 2 out, nobody on. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th, and Baltimore has taken a 3-2 lead. Tanner Scott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 66, Tanner Scott.
Digging in and looking for more, Bo Bichette. He singled his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's Bolton. Count 2-1.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
At the plate, Dante Bichette, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 1-0 pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. The 1-2.
Ball that time.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
In now, Tommy La Stella, as he'll get caught reaching on a first pitch slider for strike 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
In there, 1-2 now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Here now the 2-2. And a left-handed batter waiting on deck, though there's a good shot he might get pulled back. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Now a breaking ball, but it's low. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And that misses 2-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. fouled away. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Michael Rooker makes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Michael Rooker.
Mookie Betts will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Has a look, now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Count 1-1.
First and second now, 1 man out. And this one's in the dirt. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's ball 3.
On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. And that misses for ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves over to third now.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
So bases are loaded. Nowhere to put him with 1 away. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. Here's the first pitch to him.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Here's the 0-2. And he will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Standing in now, Anthony Rendon, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Oh, he's able to get a glove on that one. And they'll end up taking the lead, and talk about insult to injury. Hopefully he's okay.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Into the box now, Yasmani Grandal. Hayes is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 9th inning coming up. The Sky Sox on top 4-3. Keone Kela comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Now at the plate, Anthony Santander. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got their work cut out for them.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Kela, a former Pittsburgh Pirate, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
0-2, here it comes. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin Wynn.
In now for the O's, Austin Wynns. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Comes set with the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Wins. Is retired. 2 down now.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Orioles down to their final out. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. First offering on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Sky Sox came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Michael Lorenzen wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Keone Kela hammers down the save, his 48th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.